Welcome, Tim Warner, to the ATX Comedy Review, my friend.
Thank you, brother. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you making the trip out. That's us tagging you, I think, in our new broadcast here.
A phone message, huh?
Was that? So, yeah,
Text, huh?
is that how it is?
I got a text.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty high tech. Good for you, buddy.
Yeah, we're doing it right.
All right, put that on mute and everything else.
Yeah.
So I'm all yours.
Yeah, brother.
Whatever you want to do here.
So our Austin Comedy Review, what we talk about is what happened last week in Austin comedy. April set up a nice little spread for us. She
It's beautiful.
got some
Very
stuffed
appreciative.
ones there.
Did
We
you
got
do this, love?
Yeah.
Put this together? Thank you so much. I didn't get your name, by the way.
that's April.
April. Thank you so
yeah.
much for this. I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah.
Is that peanut butter and chocolate chip?
We got peanut butter chocolate chip, and these are what'd you call those, April? Doozies. They have.
That's dope. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. That's great.
Yeah, man.
I really appreciate
We
it.
got you some water. Oh, I didn't get the ice, but you get your own Red Bulls. You're set up.
Great.
So last week in Austin comedy, man. So usually kick it off last Sunday. I went to Hans's dating other people. Then I got that bucket pull, and then
What was that, New Year's Eve?
yeah. Was that no? This is last Sunday, man. This is
What's the last Sunday? New Year's.
New Year's. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I guess it was New Year's Day, huh?
Yep.
So, and then we did the banana phone, the heckle mic. But these are mics you don't go to on Sundays. So what are you usually doing on your weekends? I know you don't come to the Creek and the Cave side. You're more spread out elsewhere, right?
Oh, I work.
Yeah, I know you're hitting a lot of mics, though, aren't you, man?
I don't know. Probably not as many as I should, or
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know.
Well, let's
Not
see.
really a mic guy, dude.
All right. Well,
you know
then,
what I mean?
I see you at Mike's, so don't try to play this. I don't go to Mike's thing 'cause I see you.
It's not that.
Yeah, at every mic I go
4
to.
or 5 months in the last month. I've been working the program.
Right.
I'm working the steps.
How's that
I'm trying
going?
to better my life.
Yeah, man.
So I'm not playing a card. I
Yeah.
haven't been to I've been to 4 to 5 mics in the last 6 weeks.
Right on.
You know,
Yeah.
I've been doing this a long time.
Here, if you tilt your mic up on the side there, on the to your left, there's a little like a T above that one. Well, there you go. You bring it up too.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go, man.
Okay.
Standing up, but so you but you do mics, man, and but the program you've been working through, you've been staying sober. That's the program you're referring to,
Very
right?
much. I've been clean.
That's cool, brother. I've seen the before and I've seen the after, and this last after you were actually on Kill Tony on Monday. So that was that your first time on a big set since you've been sober, like on the big stage?
No, I did Velveeta Room bomb pretty hard.
Oh yeah.
Like 2-3 weeks in.
Well, you call him bomb pretty hard, man.
It was probably the worst bomb of my life.
Oh really? Well,
Yeah, I stood there and probably not smart to eat on a podcast.
yeah, that's what we do, man. I'll eat with you.
I stood there in silence for moments and whatever else. It was pretty brutal, but when you step outside of things and you zoom out, it was an absolute blessing and a miracle, and it taught me a lot, showed me a lot of things. Watched the tape probably 5-6 times.
Nice.
But it just it was very necessary, I guess, to the process of everything.
Right on.
You know, I'm
So
pretty much in a position where I'm very blessed, loved, and highly favored, just like yourself, just like April. So, yeah, I've just really just been mostly working on myself.
Right on, man.
You know.
Do you think that that bomb helped you for the Kill Tony interview to help you? Because I think you did really well in that interview. So that was how many days was that before your Kill Tony presence that you bombed at the Velveeta Room?
I don't know,
Just
50 days.
okay, so
45
So you had
days.
some time between then.
Yeah.
So okay, so then so that was your first time. Actually, you weren't sober that long even at that bomb time.
Not at all.
So okay, so now you've had some time. You got some sober in you. You've been getting the stage time as a sober comic. You get up on stage, do Kill Tony, let's just say.
Yeah.
You do your act.
Yeah.
It didn't go terrible. I know you didn't feel your flow. That you the audience wasn't feeling you as much as they felt with your interview. I think the interview you really captivated them. You know what I'm saying? So I think
Okay.
your written stuff was a little too above their heads, maybe even for the audience of that Kiltony. What do you think, man? How do you think it went on the stand up versus the interview? Let me ask you that.
I did my job.
You did your job. You just did the joke. Didn't so you don't look at
No.
because I think you did a killer interview. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Compared to oops, look at that. Came with poor shit.
Okay.
But compared to what I've seen you do on stand up before, man, I think you've had hotter jokes and hotter written stuff. But your improv.
Yeah,
route,
it's a minute on a fucking absolutely
Yeah.
cold show.
Yeah. So
The show itself, that particular episode was cold.
it was, man.
You know,
That's
so-
why I think your interview turned that shit around. It built it back up from there.
For a moment, I probably got to give more credit to Tony than anything else.
For pulling it out of you.
Yeah, like I have the best of me in me, and he with when he said, Tim, answer the question. I think that pretty much was the fishing line,
Okay.
the hook that grabbed the best and brought it out of me.
Nice.
That's
cool. So now do you think that performance forward will help you on more stages now? Do you think now that that's out of you? You think
I don't know. It's up to the God of my understanding.
now let's go back. How long you been doing comedy now, man?
About 12, 13 years.
You started in New York.
Yeah.
And what made you come out back to Austin? I know you came out to Austin for a little bit, and then you left, right?
COVID.
And then you came back for COVID because they were open. As opposed, you were in Florida
Right.
for a little bit too, right?
I went all over the country.
Right.
I took the government checks and went all over the country.
Oh, nice. That's the way to do it.
So I went California, Idaho, Kentucky, Huntsville, Alabama was a place I absolutely loved. Tampa, spent some time in Orlando, Biloxi, Mississippi, Houston, Dallas, Phoenix, Boise, Idaho.
Nice, man.
Tried to, and then I don't know. I felt like Austin has had, it still kind of does, but this I think what grunge was in Seattle in the early '90s, I feel like comedy could be in Austin.
That's a cool comparison.
It's all up to the players, but
like that.
that's what I felt at the time. And when I landed here in March of 2021, and I could smell a little teen spirit.
Yeah.
So, I decided I would kind of stay here and whatever else, and so I did.
How's that compared to like the Comedy Cellar and like the New York scene, and going from club to club there? I know we have like different types of mics here where they're more like sets.
Doesn't compare.
Does
I
it?
was past that a small handful of clubs in New York. The mics I went to, if I went to them, they were audience. I don't know. Other than that, it was a lot of 1:30, 2 o'clock, 2:30 in the morning at the end of club shows.
Okay, so after
Past at the Strip, New York Comedy Club. I did some time at Gotham. Where else was I before I left? I got up a couple times to stand up New York. That's probably, I don't know, that's all I could think of right now.
So what do you feel like your home club here in Austin is?
I don't have a home club.
Where do you?
I don't really have a home here. I don't get booked that often, dude. So I don't really.
So what do you like to see?
I don't really have a home.
What would you like to see happen
I got
here,
my
then,
soul.
man?
What would I like to see happen?
Yeah. Like, just for you, I mean, getting booked more.
It's not about me.
It is because I'm talking to you right now, man.
All right.
This is what this podcast
I'm not
is
being
about.
difficult, but you're not hearing me out. It's not about me. It's about the greater whole.
Sure.
So, what I get out of it, whatever else, it's irrelevant. It's about what I give. Mm-hmm. And what I give to audience, I hopefully will give the gift of laughter that hopefully that I will have opportunities to dance in my joy, to be able to spread my joy, because people love seeing people in their joy. Whenever you ever go see a band, whether even you go see, take like, it's back in the day, but take like a Michael Jordan. You go to watch Michael Jordan, 'cause Michael Jordan's in his joy when he's on that court.
Yeah.
That's what you want to come see. People love that shit. People don't buy products, they buy people.
Yeah.
So hopefully more than anything, I'll get opportunities to dance in my joy so I can spread my joy. Then other people want to be in their joy and spread their joy to the people around them, so they'll be in their joy and spread their joy, because that's what it's about.
Yeah. Okay.
Everything else is gravy.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm not being difficult here. It's just, just the questions are, it's not about me. So what would I like seeing seen? I don't know, selflessness, perhaps. It's a lot of things are about to change, and it's going to be very fascinating to watch how things are going to unfold. And again, it comes down to the individuals. It comes down to how people are going to react to the changes that are going to be happening here.
Can you give us a little insight to what you think the changes are coming up, man?
Well, I mean, with the fact that there's going to be at least one club opening at some point.
Sure, yeah.
And I know a lot of people came here waiting on that shit.
Yeah.
But that's going to change the dynamic of a lot of things. Mm-hmm. And Cap City is somewhat changed the dynamic of things. Last night I had the pleasure of seeing Genevieve down at Velveeta Room.
Yeah, I like that room.
And a place like that could start cultivating some of the people and embracing some of the people that came here during COVID. That could be an amazing thing as well. It will probably take weight and importance off of independent shows. It may create an alt scene, but again, it depends on the producers of everything. But audiences are going to be wanting to go to the clubs more than just going to these random bar shows that are on Do 512 or whatever else. A lot of these dudes have had it easy. Okay. When it comes to doing shows. Like, you just sit on the internet, come up with email addresses, boost your shit up, whatever else. And then a lot of times, unfortunately, people don't think. They sit there and they look and they go, oh, look what's number one. I do 512. I guess I'll buy tickets to that. And eventually, as this town becomes a more educated, more experienced city when it comes to stand-up, they're going to start picking and choosing a little bit more. It's not just going to be this random bump type of thing. So that'll be very interesting, because a number of the people that got some heat here with independent shit, they may lose that fucking heat, because there's going to be places where you're going to be able to see some of the best of the best. It's going to, you're going to have, I mean, who knows who's going to come here as things open, so I think it's going to get really fascinating, and it's mostly just going to come down to mindset.
Okay. Do you see some people? You see those people out there writing more? Like, you see the people are going to start coming up over the ones who are just kind of just doing the same routines over and over. You do out there. I see you at the back of the room a lot. So I mean, who do you see up and coming? Let me ask you that. Who, in your opinion, in Austin, do you think is coming up from the scene? I know you saw Genevieve.
Yeah, I mean, Derek Poston is an absolute beast. Okay. San Ahmad. Genevieve did fantastic last night. Even Marcus Olin too.
Nice.
He had a great feature set.
Cool.
I felt probably the best I've ever seen him. It was rapid fire.
Wow.
I think Casey Rocket.
Yeah. Casey's. I've seen just the good overall transformation since I've gotten here on him. Just from where he found himself, and just bam, 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 and just that growing and growing, and just kept getting that audience and just build it up. It's been
he's got a great mindset.
It's been an awesome ride to see him go up.
I think Christina's very good. Leonardo, Melissa Diaz.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably about it.
All right, nice.
Yeah.
That's a good list, though, man. That's more than I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, those some of them I know from New York and whatever else, and I know
you
their
can watch it for a
mindset, I know
while,
their
yeah.
work ethic, and also they've got talent.
yeah,
You can put all the effort in you want,
Yeah.
but anyone can match effort.
you gotta write that. You gotta. I mean,
You
perform that shit.
gotta have the intangibles.
Yeah, yeah.
So whatever I write this many hours, I do this, I go to this many mics or shows or whatever else. Anyone can match that.
Sure.
It's what you got on the inside, and I think the more of a background that people have and so forth, the more that that can be cultivated.
Okay.
You take like Hans, dude. Hans has just got a great story.
Yeah.
And he's fucking lived it. I knew him in New York, living like 6-7 years in that fucking van
Wow.
in New York City, with all the intangibles that are involved with the city. And it came to a culmination, here in Austin, and now he's been going around the country and so forth. It's actually been a beautiful thing to watch.
Nice. Yeah. No, I agree with that, man. It's great to know that he put that dedication in like that just everywhere.
Always writes, always works, and I even saw that in New York.
Yeah, but also putting it out there, putting not just writing bullshit like you were saying, writing good shit. That's the thing.
But that's all just perspective as well.
Yeah.
Whatever we think is bullshit, other people may not, and vice versa.
Sure.
So that's just opinion.
There's popular opinion. Yeah.
There's just, if you do the Joe formulas and whatever, and the things that the Y equals MX plus B of comedy, you're going to get results.
Yeah.
And you're true to yourself, and you're not trying to be some fucking comedic actor. Instead of being a comedian, being some fucking image that you think comedy is.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit.
Well, let's get to Tuesday here, because Tuesday's kind of where we picked back up. As I met you back out at the Challenge mic, man, and back for the first time in person. Really, that was the first time you actually came up to me and told me.
I didn't go to the Challenge mic this week.
No. Like way back in the day. So,
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about this week.
No. When I first got here,
okay.
That's when I first met you.
Okay.
When I first started doing comedy here in Austin, you gave me some advice on that mic. But that mic is a very, very. It's
a
good.
Fucking blessing.
Yeah, it's good for people who need to learn how to expand that time, that joke. Because if you do one topic, you keep on going back on that same topic, and you just stop telling facts. You start telling jokes about it. You start find out where the laugh is in that time on stage.
You can see who works hard and who doesn't.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Anyone who just sits there and picks topic after topic,
Right.
they do one line, then they pick the next one. It's like, dude, why are you here? You don't even work.
Exactly.
You don't work. I could tell you don't. You're a person that will go to a coffee shop with your notebook and a pen and a coffee, and you'll take the picture and you'll put it up on the internet, but that's a blank piece of paper. Maybe
cool.
you got like 3 words on it, whatever else. I see these people do it where they post in their stories, or they make a post that they're fucking out there and hustling and it's like, well, if you're out there hustling, then why are you just picking fucking 30 topics and not saving anything for the rest of us? The people that, one thing I pride myself, and I encourage others to do, is you pick one topic, because usually the easy shit that everyone's going to think of, even audience are going to think of, are going to be the first 2-3 fucking things you say. But when you start digging deep and you start really analyzing, maybe bringing some personal experience from it into whatever word or phrase that's on this piece of paper that you picked, you might be able to find something that you can then continue to write on later, and maybe it'll end up going from a joke to a bit to a chunk,
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it. It's not just, again, because a lot of people go up there with the attitude of it's about them. I need the laughs, like fucking junkies. Comics and addicts, the mentality is the fucking same. They go up, they come up to shows. Normally they wouldn't talk to you, but if you got if you got some stage time to fucking give, now all of a sudden they're coming up, hey man, can I get a spot? You got a spot? Hey dude, can I get some time? And like a fucking crack addict but all they want is they want the laughs for themselves. And, it's for me. I need to laugh. I need to laugh. Then when they don't get it, you start seeing a fucking insecurity meltdown happen and whatever else when it's just fucking give laughter. That's why you're there. Give it to others because those people paid money to have people make them laugh. So their shit must not be going that great if they need to pay money and buy 2 drinks to come out and have someone give them a perspective or a thought process that they couldn't fucking think of themselves. Give it away. Instead of just, I need this, I want this. It's like, I don't know if you're going to go to Sanjak tonight. Sanjak's a fucking perfect example. People go in there and they go up because, again, more like they produce some show that a lot of people come to. They don't bark. They don't fucking have all these other entertainment things going on that they have to battle against because it's Austin, Texas. People just click a fucking link that's on a website and they come out and they think they're hot shit and they go on the mic, they say a couple things and they don't get fucking laughs. Now all of a sudden the room sucks. You blow. This is depressing. No, I hate to tell you. You suck. You blow. You're depressing. It's why you're getting the fucking reactions you're getting. Yeah. It's about giving shit away. You give away. Dance in your joy, and you give that joy away. Not to fucking get more joy and pats on the back and fucking likes on your social media or views or whatever else. It's not about that shit.
Right.
You know? And I don't know. It's just like an addict. You can't tell an addict they need to stop drinking. They need to fucking figure it out for themselves and then maybe seek help.
Yeah.
And that's the way I feel about a lot of comics, you know?
Yeah.
They're just going to do their shit until they ask for help.
Yeah.
Until they surrender and say, I am fucking powerless against ego and selfishness.
So 10/24, that was your day, man, right?
Correct. 10/24/22.
What made you come to that realization that said, okay, I'm done with all this?
Just a complete unsatisfaction with the person that I became.
Yeah.
You know, comedically, no one ever really questioned the talent, even in New York, when it was kind of like, I don't know, should we book Warner? It wasn't like, oh, is he going to be funny or not? It was kind of, which Warner are we going to get?
Okay.
You know, are we going to get the dude who's here, he's focused, he's present, he's ready to play? Or are we going to get the guy who's fucked up, who might just yell at the audience and fucking go off on a rant with absolutely maybe 2 punchlines? Mm-hmm. So we don't know who we're going to get, so let's not book him. But it was never, Warner isn't funny.
Yeah, okay.
It was always, which Warner are we going to get?
I got you.
And, I had a very difficult and challenging 2022. Mm-hmm. I mean, all of this week has just been a fucking blessing and a miracle. And I've just been humbled by it all. It's New Year's is just a fucking point on the calendar.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You can make any day New Year. Everyone does New Year's resolution. You could do that any fucking day of the year. And just the fact that if you go by that, being in 2023 and what I've been able to experience has shown me a lot of things. And what 2022 was, from my father dying, and that's not really the thing, but it's just like how things went down. It's not the fact he died. That shit happens, whatever. But it was just how things unfolded with that was really, really painful. Really left me hurt and vulnerable to a lot of things. And I went into things very selfishly, wanting revenge. That's why I could speak so much on selflessness, because it wasn't that long ago where I was somewhat that person.
Okay.
And a lot of revenge, redemption, So when I went on Kill Tony in March of 2022, and it was whatever, the set was whatever, but the interview was fucking cringeworthy because I wanted quote unquote revenge or redemption on maybe my father who's not even on this fucking planet to see it anyway, or my family in general, or people who stopped believing in me or thought I was shitty or whatever else. That was all just a reflection on what I thought about myself.
Right.
And then I went on a good, let's see, Marcia, probably a good 7 month fucking bender. Doing a lot of drinking, a lot of smoking, sniffing when I can, popping when I can, and constant.
Yeah.
As I was awake, that's all I did, and just to hide instead of dealing with things and processing things, situations, life in general, fucking burdens that I was carrying from 1987 and whatever else. I just hid them, put them in this public storage, and what you don't realize is when you have a public storage, you pay rent on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So I was paying a rent, whether it was consciously or not. I was paying this rent on it, falling into this spiritual debt, if you will.
Yeah. Okay.
And it kind of, I don't know what's the word, cascaded, avalanched into other areas. And, so that didn't go well. And I was destroying myself. So now all of a sudden I'm having this ridiculous, stupid pressure on myself to do well at this, and I need to get this, and I need that, and it's just, I got tired of abusing myself.
Okay.
I got tired of hating myself.
Yeah.
I got tired of the bullshit of I gotta prove everyone wrong, and then you try to say it in a way that's horseshit, which is I gotta prove myself right, and that's just the same way of saying proving everybody wrong.
Yeah.
And I was done with it.
Okay.
And then it was kind of odd how I walked into the room. I feel like it was a God shot because I actually went to sign up for Kill Tony, and I didn't realize they were still in London touring with Rogan, so it wasn't open. So I said to myself, well, I guess I'll just wait till Shakespeare's. Like, I'm already here, whatever, and what am I going to do in the meantime? I said, I guess I'll go to the Blind Pig, and I'll just hang out. I think the Patriots and the fucking Bears were on Monday Night Football. I said, I guess I'll watch that fucking stupid game. And my phone gave me a tornado warning, and I'm living in my car. So I'm like, I don't know if I want to be kind of out and about during a tornado. Who knows? Shit can just pop off here in Texas. Like a lot of storms, they'll come in out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Maybe the last 5 minutes, maybe the last half an hour, but they just fucking come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So I said, I don't know what happened, but I had the app on my phone, and for some reason I went to the AA app, and there was a meeting, I don't know, starting at 8:30, and it was like 8 minutes away, 11 minutes away.
It was a Monday night. Instead of Kill Tony being there, you went to an AA meeting.
8:30, correct.
Wow, bro.
Correct.
So the same time Kill Tony was supposed to start, you went to but because he wasn't there, you
right.
went to an AA meeting.
Yeah, and so instead of, because the night before, I pretty much got loaded I got really fucked up. Nothing bad happened, but I just got really fucked up at the Blind Pig the night before, pretty much for free. And I was kind of hesitant to go in the Blind Pig because I was thinking about how I don't want to do anything. And yeah, so then the tornado thing, and then I went to the app, and then I decided to walk into the room, and then it stormed, so I stayed for 2 meetings.
Oh, wow.
And I had some people talk to me, whatever, which was really fascinating. Because I walked in, and I don't know, they were pointing to everyone to fucking share. And and there weren't that many people there because of the tornado warning. So, dude pointed on me. I was the last one. Everyone else shared. So I felt like I should.
Yeah.
And I just went off about how much of a loser I felt. how much I said I would never be my father. I turned into my father. How much I hated myself. I hated the fact that I need to even walk into this room and need help. And this woman came up to me after the meeting and said, if I ever hear you fucking talk about yourself like that ever again, I'm going to fucking hit you.
Wow.
Are we clear? And I said, yep. And then she walked away, had a cigarette. She came back in and she said, you eat today? I said, no, I haven't. You like lasagna? Yes, I do. All right. I'm going to heat up the oven. I'm going to put in some lasagna. We'll go to the second meeting. By the time you come out, there'll be a big plate of lasagna, and there was.
Wow.
And so I had some lasagna. I thanked her for the lasagna and the tough love. And I pretty much decided then that I should start going to meetings. I went to maybe four a day, 5 a day for the next 2-3 days.
Wow.
I didn't care for the late meetings. I thought there was a lot of kind of goofing off and a lot of revolving doors where people would, I've been clean for a month, and then they're getting a fucking desire chip the next day. And I said I wanted dedicated people. So I started going to meetings at 6 a.m.
Wow, yeah.
And I haven't stopped
Nice.
since.
Okay.
Because there was a lot of people with a lot of time under their belts that have done a lot of things. A lot of hard shit and been in extremely, I don't know how to say, I don't want to say sad, because without those situations, they wouldn't have been able to go through the process of which they've done to become the beautiful souls they are now. But
Sure.
Definitely not comfortable conditions in which you would want another human being to live with and deal with.
Yeah.
And there's some in there with, 20 years, 25, 31. I went to a birthday night before Genevieve's thing, seeing people with 44 years, 39 years.
Oh, that's cool.
Sharing their story and so forth. And it was really beautiful and truly inspiring.
That's nice.
Yep, waking up, and then got a sponsor and a book. And just my first sponsor didn't work out all that well. But I'm glad it worked out the way it did.
Okay.
Because 2 of my biggest triggers were affected, and I had to deal and process without resorting to at least smoking weed on it, at least, And so I went through that, it's all inside anyway, but all that, the hurt, the pain, the abandonment, the trust issues that I had, triggers, and I came out of it without using, and it's
nice.
made me extremely stronger, and I'm kind of blessed for it.
That's
as
good,
much
man.
as, I felt like I was treated wrong, it was an absolute blessing. There's always a blessing in the lesson. There's nothing, this is God's, whatever you believe in, by the way. My God ain't fucking Jesus. I don't do a cross.
Yeah.
I don't do the fucking St. James, whatever, James version of the Bible. Mine is, loves Guns N' Roses, big Raiders fan, says fuck a lot, it's got a mohawk and tattoos. Dope as shit. I make them up every single day however I want. It's fucking great. And this is higher power is probably a better thing to say. God's a dirty word, kind of.
Yeah.
But higher, there's definitely got to be something that's made the sunshine and butterflies and purple horseshoes and Lucky Charms. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's got to be something outside of us, because I can't even come close to doing. The best I could do is come out of my dick, and I didn't even necessarily make that.
Right.
So there's got to be some kind of higher power, and this has to be its wildest fucking dream. And the wildest dream is for everybody and everything to be able to do everybody and everything in every second of every day.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the beauty of it. So it all comes down to choices. Like I've experienced, I should say, that healing is the taking in of the everything and the all, and then choosing who you want to be. You take in all of it.
Okay.
Because you walk in there with kind of a story of yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
You have this narrative. And then when you start kind of going through the steps and processing the steps, you start to realize that the narrative you have isn't 100% true. Even if it's just 1% off, it's not 100% true. And then you got to kind of redefine, get real with yourself, and get truthful with who it is you actually are. Okay. And then you got to decide what are the choices I'm going to make. That's why you don't need anything, and there's nothing that you should want. You just choose. You want to be a comedian? Then choose to write. Choose to work on your act. Choose to watch stand-up. You know what I mean? Those are all choices, and there are no wants. There are no needs. I don't know if any of this is making sense, but that's kind of the whole, not the whole, but that's a part of this process that I've been going through as a human being, and it's been an absolute blessing. There's a blessing in the lesson. Yeah. And everything is great. There is no awful. There is no bad. There is no wrong. You know, Gandhi and Hitler are both in heaven. Yeah. There is, so it's just, again, what choices, what person do you want to be? And the person I want to be, I want to dance in my joy, which I am blessed to have the gift of humor and comedy to be given to me and to be born with. And that's what I find the most joy in. You know, situations like you were talking about between, you know, with like Kill Tony situations with the Secret Show and seeing the joy on people's faces. Like that's, to me, is better than any drug I've ever done, any high, even like a DMT. Mm-hmm. Like it's literally like that shit in DMT, I will say, is a close second. But fucking that shit is above it. Even sex or whatever else people fucking get addicted to or think are the greatest things, and you're not cool if you don't do those things. Yeah. That is my shit. And now I just want to dance in it. I want to spread it to others. So maybe someone who likes painting will be like, dude, I really want to paint. They start fucking painting.
That's awesome. Or
whatever it is.
Well, so you did get invited on the Secret Show Thursdays from Monday, right? Yeah. So how'd that go, man? I didn't get to see the show.
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. Other than
you opened it up, right?
Yes, and all the feedback that I received was beyond my wildest dreams.
Awesome, brother. That's so good to hear.
You know, just like Monday. I mean, that was just beyond my wildest dreams.
So now you're on this fucking wave now. Now you're feeling now you're up on you're sober. You're fucking got the comedy coming back to you. You got the laughs coming in. You're giving joy to the people. What's next, brother? What are you feeling? What are you gonna try to get a show now?
It's not up to me.
It's up to you got to push your way into the universe a little bit.
It's not up to me.
No.
Yeah. See, I know you're not gonna like any of my answers to your questions.
I love your answers, brother. But you know, I mean, you got to put your foot into the door sometimes, right?
But I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm being guided by my higher power, dude. My higher power is gonna. We're a team.
Awesome. All right.
So, you know, just like it's so hard to explain because I think it's fucking absolutely batshit crazy.
No.
Okay?
Yeah.
I do. There's part of me that thinks this is fucking absolutely stupid, but I don't know what to say other than it works.
Yeah.
Because I took probably 7-8 months off from even walking into the Vulcan on a Monday night. Mm-hmm. And then I the first time I went in there, I didn't sign up. I just walked in to hopefully just feel comfortable in the Vulcan on a Monday night.
Okay.
And I was blessed. Mickey Housley was outside. I walked in with him, and it was almost like a little angel. Just, I felt comfortable.
Yeah.
People, again, this is all in my head, but people that I think don't think fairly highly of me, whatever else, said hello. And things of that. I felt comfortable. And then I started signing up. So for an hour before I show up, I did half an hour of gratitude and I did half an hour of prayer.
Nice.
And I kept saying, whenever I get to a certain level of development, a certain level where my character is built to a certain level of success, my higher power will choose me and let me know I'm ready.
Nice.
So I went to, I went to 3 before I got picked.
That was your 4th time.
And how things unfolded. I mean, I got kicked in the gut with a fear check.
Yeah.
You know, Step 3 is I'm supposed to turn my life and my will over to a God of my understanding. And I noticed a couple of weeks before I maybe put half my chips in the table. I didn't put 100% in. And I specifically said that week that I'm going to trust. I'm going to have faith. And again, I feel stupid and ridiculous saying it, but I don't know what to say other than there was only certain heights and certain things that I could see in my life on my own.
Okay.
And now I'm being shown things that are beyond my wildest dreams.
Nice.
And I had a fear trigger that happened right before Monday that really shook just a lot of belief in myself, a lot of confidence, whatever else. So I had to go have a little conversation with my higher power. And next thing you know, fucking Joe Rogan walks in. And the next thing you know, my name's called.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, I just let shit take over. And next thing you know, I'm on Secret Show.
Yeah, brother.
And the next thing you know, I'm getting compliments or whatever, favorable speak from audiences, from comedians that I actually respect in this scene.
Nice.
So, I mean, who knows? Nice. But it's not, I don't know what I'm going to do.
It's just coming to you.
It sounds stupid. I'm sorry.
You're already
it sounds fucking stupid, but I'm just going to pray on it. God, guide me. Guide me to where you want me to be. Guide me to what you want to do. Please allow me. They're all allowances. You got to work for your allowances. Yeah. So just be grateful for what I've got. Be grateful for what I've gotten. Be grateful in the present moment of where I am. And I'll just go from there.
Yeah.
If something will happen, I don't know how to, I feel stupid, but something will happen. I heard you say something about you're going to start a show. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe someone's going to come up and mention, or maybe I'm going to walk into a place and it's going to be a stage and no one else has a show there. And I get cracking it up with the coffee barista or whatever else. Yeah. Or maybe someone in the program knows a person that works at a place and knows this. Or maybe, who knows?
Your doors are open.
All I've done is just be grateful and just basically ask to be guided. And I have so many things falling into my lap that I may or may not say on this because I just want them to happen. Like, I don't even feel comfortable talking about Kill Tony.
All right.
Because it hasn't come out yet.
Well, yeah, it's happening, man. It's happening.
Yeah.
You're happening, my friend.
I know, again, I don't know, but I just feel like these aren't the answers that people have to your questions, and it might sound like that I'm not answering your questions, and I don't mean any disrespect at all or whatsoever.
Who cares what people say?
But
it's what Tim says.
Well, I'm talking to you at the moment right now.
It's a Tim Warner show, my friend.
But
we're seeing what you have to say about it.
But that's where I'm at, and it all makes sense to me and my higher power, and that's really all that fucking matters.
Nice.
I spend a lot of time by myself with a notebook and with my higher power. That's it.
Well, I mean, that's why I admired you. I think it was first in 2020. I first saw you on Kill Tony, and I sent you a Facebook message, and I said, what you were saying was just fucking amazing. Started following you there. So before I even started getting into stand-up, thought even about doing it. I was just a business guy who wrote books and movies, and now I come out here. I thought you were gone out of the scene. I run into you, and I fucking just see you, and talk about those connections and things happening and stuff, man. I think you've been a big inspiration to what I've done and what I'm doing and how I've even gotten here. So
that's what it's all about.
So
thank you.
You're doing it for other people, whether you want to know it or not. But you are an inspiration.
I don't, and you're not the only one that has said that to me recently. And that let me look you in the eye. That really means a lot to me.
Yeah,
thank you, and I'm glad you're just going after your shit. And I heard you wrote a movie for. I can't remember his name, but he's
but Jason Mewes.
Silent Bob and Jay guy there, the long haired dude.
Yeah.
That's pretty rad, dude.
I thought it was funny on paper, so now I thought I'd do it on stage to see what happens. But it's a little bit different But
Why? What do you find? Let me ask you, Sequoia. What do you find different about it? What is it that you find different?
so when I'm thinking in movie terms, I'm trying to see what's going to be funny to an audience that what's visually, what they're saying, what the combination of the two. And when I'm on stage, I'm not that visually funny.
Okay.
I'm not a visual funny guy, so I have to deliver everything with the confidence of it all being visually there.
May I offer a suggestion?
Yeah, always.
You ever watch comedy on mute? You
Yeah.
ever watch stand up on mute?
No, I usually listen to it, don't watch it.
Watch it on mute.
Yeah. Okay.
Watch it on mute.
Yeah.
Because if you're sitting there going, well, stand up's not that visual. I could sit here and argue and debate with you.
No. I agree that
Right
it's
now.
very visual, but I'm not me personally.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you maybe the thing is you see, I guess maybe because you just have been for a while,
Yeah.
right? So this is rather new to you,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So maybe you've been used to seeing through a lens,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
How an audience would see through a lens. So now you're beginning to look at it through the eyes of stand-up.
Yeah.
Okay? Two different categories of
Definitely.
things. So what I mean is, like, for example, if you watch CK on mute, one thing you'll notice is the darker his topics, the more he smiles. Which kind of is a subtle way to let the audience know, like, I am joking.
Yeah.
But you could see, and there's different kind of smiles. There's a grin, there's a smile, there's a smirk.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
there's different categories of things. So that's a very visual, expressive way. And then you could see those tools and possibly utilize those tools into what you're doing and incorporate that.
Yeah.
Because it isn't just the words. I mean, you've heard it. We all know it. Body language is like 85% of communication.
Yeah.
So I would recommend, take someone like watching Richard Pryor on mute, dude.
Oh yeah.
You want to talk about being able to just, and the thing is, your mind won't be focusing on the words because it's on mute. You'll just be sitting there watching this, and your mind will be focusing on the body language, the facial expressions, the hand gestures, all of it. And you'll learn and process stand up in a completely different way.
Fun. All right. I like that. That's cool. So definitely good advice, man. Watch stand up on mute, especially mine. No.
But I think it works like a charm. Watching Carlin.
That's cool. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gallagher's fun on mute. Okay. Yeah, man, that's some great advice. Is there anything you want to tell comics coming out to Austin that think that they have what it takes to get onto the Kill Tony or get in these stages? Something you should give them before they get in their car and come out.
I don't know. Go for it.
Go for it.
Go for it. But don't. It just comes down to just anything in life. Don't do it for you. Don't do it for you. Because that doesn't work. It doesn't, it doesn't work.
Okay.
You gotta do it for others.
All right.
And even if you get burned, you still do it. If you're 0 for 50, who knows? You could go 1 for 51.
Yeah.
But if you're coming out here because you want to get famous, you want to get whatever, it's probably going to be difficult.
Nice.
It'll probably be challenging. You'll start growing that, even if it doesn't even have to be Austin. It could be New York, Chicago, Atlanta, Nashville starting to pop, Denver. It's the bitterment, the resentment, the fuck this guy attitude when people go on stage, or fuck that guy's show, and all of that shit. That will rise in you, and then it doesn't take much. Then all of a sudden you're just this fucking bitter person walking around wondering why no one's laughing at you.
Okay.
Because you're not giving it away.
Doing it for the wrong
You're
reasons.
being
All right.
one of these comics that go up there again with like, oh God, I need you to please laugh. Oh, please laugh. It's just like, fuck you, man. Like, give me laughter.
Yeah.
Quit sitting there thinking fucking what you put together was so goddamn witty.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool, brother. Well, all right, man.
You're
Well,
cutting this short. Hank went 2 hours.
you
What
want
happened?
you want to go
don't
2
like-
hours?
You don't like my answer.
No, I do. I didn't know how. You're just standing, man. You want to? We can talk. I felt like I'm just reading your room, reading your energy as we're winding down.
I don't know necessarily how to answer things without probably sounding crazy, especially to, I assume there's going to be more comics than non-coms that watch this. And they're going to be like, so this dude's recommending a fucking higher power?
I think we have like
what
3
is this
people.
shit? And really, all prayer is focusing on a solution
Yeah,
instead of fucking sitting there dwelling on a problem.
I got you.
Right?
Yeah.
A lot of comics love to dwell on the fact they're not getting enough stage time. Right? I'm not getting on this show.
Right.
Yeah. Well, let's fucking ask for some solutions.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And so when you start asking for solutions, they start coming. So that's why I was saying, like, I don't think you like my answers
No, bro.
because it's not.
You
I don't know what to tell you.
You can't base your interview off a fucking Hank's interview. First off, that's your answer.
Well, I thought this was going to be longer than 50 minutes.
Well,
That's all.
We can do it as long as you want, man. Usually they're a half hour. Fucking Hank took
Oh,
over.
really?
Yeah, we usually do it 30 minutes. So I thought.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I thought we were running it long. I didn't
Oh.
want to keep you too long.
I'm sorry. Nah, I don't have anything.
Fucking Hank hijacked the
You know,
show is all.
I kind of scheduled my day around this.
Oh, cool. Well, we can hang
know?
out today. Yeah, I'm going to.
I mean, I basically drove to Dallas to get here, dude.
yeah, no
You
shit.
know, so
I gotta drive back down to the creek. I'll usually do Hans's dating other people at 5 or 6 o'clock, and that
it's
will.
a 6 o'clock show.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's where my night starts. But
I've never seen that. How is that?
it's fun. I play a pretty bad date intentionally, but. It's you get pulled out of a bucket.
Mm-hmm.
There's a girl and a guy. You date for 90 seconds now. Basically, just hey, where you from? What are you doing? Blah blah blah.
So it's speed dating.
Yeah, then they interview you afterwards. And get to know you. It's more of just exposure for me as a comic. Basically, is what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
But I've been getting on quite regularly. But Hans has treated me like Hans on Kill Tony. So basically, every time I do something like be funny or point at somebody or whatever, he'll say the same shit that Tony has said to him on his stage to me down like this. Like I hear the same shit, so it's kind of a fun little dynamic we're having between. I'm like the Hans Kim of his show, basically, is what's happening. But
great.
It's fun. Yeah, I've been doing it weekly and getting on there and standing out. I'm getting little fans from the show and things. I've got like 4 Instagram followers now. It's building up,
That's great.
yeah.
That's great.
That's cool. But then the show afterwards, they have an actual open mic that has a pretty good crowd. Though the crowd actually has standing room only last week, and you get pulled out of a bucket for that one. If you didn't get on the list, I haven't been getting on the list. I haven't been emailing the list or anything. I need to start putting a reel out there and get on these email lists. But I've just been choosing luck of the bucket. I've been getting pulled up every fucking bucket in town but one. That's the Kill Tony bucket. But other than that, I've been getting pretty lucky with these buckets against stage time. But
Yeah, I don't email either.
yeah, I need to get more regular.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I just believe in word of mouth. That's the greatest form of advertising.
Yeah, but I don't like sitting in the back of the room and not getting on too.
Tough shit.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you want to do? What you deserve?
No,
Like-
I'm just putting the effort to get my name in the bucket, put
Yeah,
my
but-
email on the
but-
name on the list.
You don't want to sit in the back of the room. What if sitting in the back of the room for a month allows you 3 months of stage time?
That'd be great.
So why wouldn't you do that?
But what if I could just email them and get on the list now and skip it to the headline?
Well, if you've been emailing.
No, I haven't though. That's my point.
Oh, that's your
I need to.
fault.
Yeah,
then.
that's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
So I was going to say maybe they don't know you, so
No.
maybe there's nothing wrong with sitting in the back.
No,
Plus,
I'm
why
just
wouldn't
sitting
you
around
just sit in the
doing
back
nothing.
anyway?
Because I'm not emailing people, not getting on shows. That's what I'm saying. I need to be more proactive.
But what I'm saying is, why aren't
I'm always in the back of the show. I'm always
Okay.
I'm always there, man.
okay?
Yeah, I'm always
It
listening.
sound like you implied that.
That's all I'm doing though. Yeah. No.
Okay. How long you been doing it?
Yeah, I've only been doing it since August.
Comedy since August.
Yeah, actually September really.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So what you're saying? 4 or 5 months?
Yeah. So,
There should be no complaints coming
No,
from
no,
you
man.
at all.
but it's been good. just trying to fast track things, you know.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, there should be no complaints.
No, there's no complaints.
You should be, yeah, this should be a blessing and a gift. You got a gratitude list?
I don't have a gratitude list. I have a hit list. You know, I have a list of names that I need to get rid of before I become too famous.
But
I'm just kidding.
you should, I don't know, do what you want. in
Be
life.
thankful for what I have. Make a list of
Why
what.
not?
Yeah.
Everything from, Mort Saul to Reg Skelton, Lenny Bruce to, Tom Papa, Nate Bargatze, Amy Schumer, to gestures back in the day with Kings, to the idea of comedy, to jokes, to bits, to chunks, to specials, to, because eventually you do it long enough, you may make cracks about Gallagher, you'll end up thinking Gallagher, because that allowed people to pay attention to comedy, even if it was in that form, but maybe it branched out, so maybe they would find what you're doing, or someone else that they go through to find what they're doing, That's what I found for Secret Show. I did an hour of gratitude.
Nice.
And there were some people I would say aren't favorably nice people in New York. Mm-hmm. But there were times that they gave me stage time, whether it was just 5 minutes once. I got to thank them, because without that one time, it wouldn't have been part of my whole evolution.
Nice.
And when you start really getting in, because the gratitude just started from the opportunity of being on Secret Show. So then from there, it's like, well, it's Red Band's Secret Show, so I got to thank them. I got to thank Volk. I ended up, what was that, the Asian kid in Dallas that made it go, who tried getting Tony Guy. I had a moment of thanking him,
Yeah.
Because it went from Antones
Yeah.
to the Vulcan.
Right.
Which I think ended up making Kill Tony a better experience.
Yeah.
And nothing against Antones, was just the way that double,
Yeah.
the second floor of Vulcan. So that ended up making a great thing. So I'm sitting there, here's a kid who completely went in selfish, completely tried to screw over the whole situation and fuck Tony over and whatever else.
Yeah.
Right? I'm sitting there going, hey, thank you for that.
Yeah.
That was a fantastic thing that happened. And then you just start getting rid of any ill feelings at all. They just start going away. You empty that cup, You empty that cup of ill will, and then you're able to pour it with fucking positive will.
Yeah.
And you start drinking that. It's not like drinking the Kool-Aid per se, but it's how you look at this. I've literally changed my world by changing the internal world, and how I see the outer world I've literally changed the world.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm completely blessed when I think about all the times that I sleeping in my car, heart fucking pounding. I got shit in my body and whatever else, thinking that I may not have seen these days that I'm fucking experiencing right now. What a fucking blessing it is to be here.
Yeah.
What an amazing blessing to be here. So take advantage of it.
Okay.
Because you're going to die. It's going to happen to you.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you're going to be able to do about it. And you don't know when. And I believe I heard you get life expectancy, you get 4,000 Mondays.
Huh.
That's expectancy. It's not guaranteed. Expectancy. 4,000 Mondays. So, however old you are, multiply that by 52. You can see how many you went through, and then do the math about how many you got left. And when you really look at that number, it's not that much.
Yeah.
So go after it.
All right.
Go after it. Send those emails. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Just send it out. Let it go. Do your thing.
For sure. Well, a lot of my time is spent trying to fucking make money to stay here too. That's a hard thing about balancing, life and trying to make that pleasure thing happen too.
What's the hours of your job?
I'm just delivering Uber, but sometimes, fucking last night I worked. Some days I'm working a lot and don't get much. That's.
What do you do? People? Or,
No, food.
The food?
I don't want to deal with people. Fuck
Same
that.
here.
Yeah.
Same here. So Out of curiosity, have you ever started at 5 in the morning?
I haven't, no, but
There you go.
yeah, because I like to do stage time too. That's what I'm saying. You gotta balance that shit, right?
When is there stage time at 5 in the
There's
morning?
not. There's one at 2 in the morning. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have 3 hours sleep.
Yeah. See, listen to you, man.
I don't.
You're working it. So, what? How is the Uber at 5 in the morning? What kind of customers are you dealing with?
You can get some Denny's.
Oh.
There's certain Starbucks that open 5:30. Then they also open at 6. There isn't a lot of traffic.
Yeah.
So you can zip, boom, boom, do all that. I mean, before rush hour starts, and you just sit out that hour.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's when you can write. You could take a nap. There's a bunch of things. There's ways to go about it.
Yeah.
You know.
Stop bitching about stuff around Tim, especially.
Well, it's not that.
He's got
but
a solution for your
it's-
fucking weak ass ways.
It's, people say, oh, I mean, there's, again, if you see me out late,
Yeah.
dude, I'm up at 5 in the morning doing gratitude and doing the prayer, and then I'm sitting in a 6 o'clock meeting.
Fuck yeah, man.
And those aren't necessarily, I don't know, I like the prayer and the gratitude. The meetings I come and go with, but they do help at the end of the day. They are a benefit. But I'll sleep later. Like, there's, again, if there's a thing you want, there's choices to make. So make those choices.
I agree.
If that's what you want. Because there's someone else, more than one other person, that's going to make those choices.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't want to work though. That's the thing. I will admit that.
Well, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You got to work to make money. So figure out how to do it to benefit what you want to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on.
You know,
100%.
I don't know. I like the mornings.
That's cool.
Especially like, dude, you could rake in a lot on a Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Waking up at fucking 5:30.
That's what I was doing before
when
this.
the Starbucks open.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. And then with football, that's not going to be around much longer.
Yeah.
So the afternoons and the evenings that's coming in now with their fucking boosts, whatever else that they're doing, that's going to be coming to an end too. So it's going to get even more difficult. Mm-hmm. So, take advantage of the now.
Take advantage of the now. That's right. That's 100% the best advice anybody can have right now.
That's what I want to say. Prayer is just focus on the solution. I did say that. Okay.
Prayer is focus
I don't want
on the
it because
solution.
it's just crazy to me.
You're focusing on the solution, the outcome, the goal. That's what you're praying for.
It's crazy to me. Yep. I can't believe I do it. The person that I was fucking 78 days ago would
not pray for
no.
anything.
No.
Pray to get this hangover
No,
over.
and if you fucking talk to God, I'd be like, shut up, dude.
Yeah.
Shut up. Higher power I might listen to because I believe in the universe. I've done enough DMT to believe in that shit. But, to be using the word. I mean, I came up with an acronym. That's how I did it. It was because I couldn't deal with the term God. So gratefully obtaining destiny. And that's what I feel like I'm doing. I feel like, in a way, hopefully, we're all trying to obtain our destiny. But hopefully you do it with some gratitude, you'll get what you want. I mean, it's what all these people that get paid tens of thousands of dollars to inspire and motivate, the Tony Robbins and the Jim Rohns and all of them of the world. So gratefully, this shit could be taken away from you at any moment, at any time.
I agree, man. 100%, yeah.
So, you probably want to end this. And
Is that what you want to end it on?
So
we're an hour into it.
I'm not gonna hold you hostage like an audience at the end of the show.
No, brother. I was just kidding about Hank anyways, but yeah, no, we usually do 30 minutes. But if you want to hang out more, we can have cookies. We can have some more Red Bull. We can chat up more about gratefulness. But,
Certainly.
Yeah, it's your show, my friend.
I hope there's some value in this
There
for whoever's paying attention. I don't know.
There's lots of good little clips I'm gonna put out all over the internet from you now. Yeah,
That's great. If you need help with that, let me know.
Yeah, April. We try getting on, man. I'm just so bad about clipping up stuff. Once again, balancing work, life, and comedy.
Figure it out.
I know,
Make
bro.
a schedule.
Make a schedule, yeah.
I don't understand.
You don't. I know.
I don't understand.
Yeah, because you're not a lazy person.
They literally give you hours to boost, right?
Yeah.
Uber Eats tells you, during this time, we're going to boost.
Yeah.
Okay? So, you probably try to figure out, and they give you ahead of time, so then you could paint out your week.
Yeah.
And go, all right, well, from 8 to 9, from 7 to 9, you know, there's the $1.50, $2 more. And then from 10 to 12, there isn't. All right. And then from 12 to fucking 2, get back to working.
Yeah.
And in between, what are you going to do? You're right. Edit a reel. Fucking whatever else. Maybe it's just watch a thing and mark, timestamp when you want to edit. And later on that night, fucking edit.
Yeah.
I don't.
No, you're not a lazy
I
person,
don't
Tim.
understand.
Nobody's going to accuse you of being lazy ever.
I don't.
That's
It's
for
not
sure.
even that. It's just I don't.
Yeah.
It's a simple. Life is pretty simple. We
gotta
are
figure it
the
out.
only species that makes it fucking difficult.
Yeah.
A lion knows it needs food, it gets food, it eats food. A giraffe, monkey, you name it. Flies, when they do their thing, mosquitoes, whatever it is. We're the only species that makes this complicated. Oh, I gotta hit this Google trending topic. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
You know, everybody gets the same amount of hours in a day.
Yeah.
So there's no one special. There's no one unique. You know, like Chappelle's not amazing, just scheduled and utilized his time.
He works it.
You know?
the time. That's right.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Stop wasting time.
I don't know. I don't want to yell at you. Live your life. I'm not going to tell you what to do.
You don't want
whatever.
to. It seems like
But it's I don't know. It seems fucking simple.
it is, man. You're right. It is. Do work.
Yeah.
Just do
if
work.
that's what you want.
Do
And
work.
if you don't, then stop doing it. Or stop complaining
Yeah, there you go.
about like, oh,
Just stop
I don't
complaining.
know, gotta make reels. Oh yeah, it's gotta suck because what? You're just doing your joy. Like, come on. I don't know. I just don't get it. You know.
You're right, man.
That's why you just see me in the back of rooms just sitting there. You know,
Speaking of-
I don't have a posse. I don't have a fucking crew. I don't have. Nah, man.
Yeah.
Because it's just, I'm on my schedule, doing
Yeah.
my shit.
Yeah, man.
You know, just trying to, I don't know, just be grateful for it.
You are. And that's awesome. It's good. It's a lot we can learn from you, my friend. 100%.
I hope so.
So Wednesday night, you were at Lucky Duck. You were sitting in the back for a while there.
Yeah, dude, I was 52.
Number 52. So, you know, I mean,
Got up at, what, 1:30, 1:45?
there's people are bumping in who have been on Kill Tony once or whatever. They're jumping in there saying, "Hey, let me bump in here." You don't do that, huh? You don't.
No. Why?
I'm just
If I wanted to get up early, I'd show up at 6 o'clock and pull a number,
right.
right? Isn't that how it's played?
Yeah.
So, what?
I'm just curious. You know, I'm just
I don't mean it towards you, but it's just,
No,
I
so-
see people do that all the time, too.
because my follow up question is,
Yeah.
it's being in the bar environment and being sober now. Is it harder for you to sit there and wait for your turn, not having
No,
to,
it's actually easier.
Yeah?
Because I'll watch comics, whatever vices they do, and then they go up and do less than mediocre,
Okay,
and it just reminds me of why I don't do it.
nice.
You know?
So that's good motivation for you.
Yeah,
Good,
yeah,
man.
I love it. I wish I had the money sometimes to buy him a drink. Yeah, go ahead, have another, stupid. You go up there, you slur your words, you fucking say a joke wrong. You don't utilize your time.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Let's say you put effort in, and then you go in these situations. Oh, you get too high, dude. I was too much into my head. What are you doing?
yeah,
You're just fucking, you're wasting your time. And the thing is, there's no receipts with time. You can't get it back.
yeah.
So what are you doing? You know? But, if those kids want to bump everybody and whatever else, their magic or whatever, that they
You'll
then
go in
let
at
them.
one. Yeah,
Let them. It doesn't matter to me. Like, if I get up first or if I get up last.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because I'm going there with a plan.
nice.
Right? So I just do the plan. Yeah, you need an audience to be there, but dude, I've been doing this shit long enough where I can understand the rhythms, the act outs, the things of that nature to, if I construct in a certain way. It's just like music. You know, you do a 4-5-1 chord progression, you put in a bridge, add a guitar solo, and some lyrics, you got a song. So let's do that. Let me run through it a few times just so I get comfortable doing it, and then you do it.
Okay.
You know, this whole, again, a lot of that is so the audience sees me and comics see me. It's selfish.
Sure.
So let them. What I love is being. I'm flawed. I'm not a saint, but I'm doing my best to be selfless. So I love seeing comics be selfish because it separates me from the rest.
Yeah.
You know, if they're, and plus you never know. I don't know, New York taught me this. I mean, granted, it's awesome, but you never know. There's 3 people, and people just write that off. Oh, it's fucking 3 people. I'm not going to try. I'm not going to. You don't know who those fucking 3 people are.
Yeah.
You don't know who those 3 people, who some of them might know. My uncle works for this person and does this.
Yeah.
You don't know. So sounds cheesy, every moment's an opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, so again, the ego. I want to go up in front of the most people. But at the same time, you may get the biggest reward for going up in front of one person as you would 100.
Yeah.
It's nuts to me.
No, I get that.
So, yeah, that doesn't faze me at all, dude.
Nice.
Doesn't faze me at all. And I think also, I'm not going to say the comic's name, but there was a comic there at the end of the night that I was talking with, and they were a later number than me, and they were like, I don't want to go up. I don't want to. Well, did you go up yet? I go, no, I'm still waiting. And they're like, yeah, but it hasn't come out yet. So I don't know. The thing is, I'm doing it so you look at me going, wow, this motherfucker, you're on Secret Show tomorrow.
Yeah.
This dude has every reason to walk up
And say,
go,
put me in.
can you put me up?
Yeah.
Put me up at fucking 8:30, 9 o'clock. Put me up. I have every reason to do that, and I don't. That person sees that. They fucking stay and do their 64.
Yeah.
And that's how you work. That's how you become humbled. That's how you become grateful.
Nice.
So, again, I'm not doing it. Even when I go off 52nd, I ain't doing it for me.
Yeah.
I'm doing it for the others, the younger ones around me, the newcomers, whatever else. Because that's what it's about. The whole can only be as good as the sum of the parts. And if I see this fucking Seattle grunge potential, if it's only me, there's no way it could become that.
Yeah, okay.
But if there's the little parts can end up seeing that bigger whole, then there is a fucking opportunity where this could be fucking Nirvana, Alice in Chains, Mudhoney, Screaming Trees, Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains. It easily could be.
Yeah.
Easily could be.
Cool. No, I like that. I like the view of that, man, because that's one thing I do see is so many people come in and try to bump in their spot, get in there. Hey,
Wow.
And so it's an interesting point that, hey, I'm opening up Secret Show tomorrow, but I'm gonna sit back here and wait till number 52 comes up. So my hat's off to you on that one, dude.
Again, they're addicts.
Yeah. No.
So they have that mentality.
Yeah.
Selfish, self-seeking, self-centered.
Right.
Let them be. The Beatles sang it best, man. Let them be. All you need is love. We got a ticket to ride. It's a long and winding road. They got it when it came to life. So just do what the Beatles say, man. And all of it. All you need is love. Just let it be. You're on a ticket to ride. It's a long and winding road. You know? We're all living in a yellow submarine. Name any song. They're fucking speaking to the greatest way to live life. Every fucking Beatles song.
Nice.
So just do it. Let them in. There's nothing I could do. I gotta clean. I'm cleaning my side of the street. My side of the street's filthy. Dude, if it wasn't filthy, I would have been successful in stand-up at fucking 20, 21 years old. Right. So my side of the street's filthy. So I'm just going to sit there and clean it with my higher power. Who am I to sit there and go, hey, you should do it this way. Yeah. Don't do that. No, let them. Hopefully they'll learn. There's a blessing in the lesson. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing awful. There's nothing bad. Let them do it. Who cares? And I see comics go up after because they were going to be next. But then 5, 6 people leave. And then they go up, well, this person could just come up and bump. I wish I could. Now you've just taken away 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Right? There's what did they say? There's 80,000 seconds in a day. So now you're taking your first 15 to 20 seconds of what you're doing and putting your energy now into that.
Yeah.
Who cares? Why are you spending time talking about the act before? This is your time. You only get 4 minutes at these fucking things. So now you're down to 3:30.
Yeah.
Now what are we doing? You're going to sit and stew in that shit? Now you're a little perturbed. Now whatever you're going to bring to the table is now tainted because you're a little perturbed because someone went up before you and did 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Give a shit. Again, it ain't about you. So let them.
All right, man. I love it, dude.
I wish I produced a show so I could come in and bump every fucking place. Shut up. And if that's the case, then go produce a show.
Yeah.
All you got to do is make fake emails and get up on Doom 512 so everyone sees it, and then they fucking click it. Then you got a big crowd, and all of a sudden, Crack Addict Comics come up. Oh, dude, can I do your show? Can I do some time? Love to be on your show. It's not hard.
Yeah. All right.
Well, then why don't you have a show, Tim? Because there's a number of people I don't want to fucking book here. They're selfish.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it. They won't say thank you. They'll expect certain things. They think they should be treated like this. Mm-hmm. Get over yourself.
Nice.
This is a fucking cutthroat, backstabbing fucking industry.
Yeah.
So give what you can when you can.
Nice. I like it, brother. Well, now, I don't want to try to end it again.
Go ahead.
But in this lull here of
Go ahead.
I like where we were at there, man. I think having you out was an awesome blessing. Just not only for me, but having these comics who are going to hear this. The stuff you said today is very deep and insightful for anybody, not just comics to listen to, but people trying to live their life, people trying to get sober, people trying to be better. I think you're very insightful and have a lot to say and share with people, man.
And if there's anybody out there that wants to continue anything, my Instagram is at I am Tim Warner. Feel free to message me at any time. I may not get back to you right away, but if there's anything you want to ask or you feel that I don't want to say need, but for lack of a better vocabulary, if there's anything you need or anything you're curious about, please feel free to hit me up. I will do my best to write back to you. I try to be available for people 24/7. And I'm always here for whoever feels that maybe they're at a time in their life when they need it. So it's what people have done for me, and it's what I will do for people.
Nice. And also check out the Tim Warner Show on YouTube.
That's not happening anymore.
Well, there's archived episodes.
Yeah, there are about 30, 32 episodes
and
of
you
it.
see Tim do some awesome rants on that as well.
It was a lot of fun at the time.
Yeah, so definitely check out Tim Warner, what he's been doing and what he's got coming up. He's an awesome starter to come watch.
Thank you for this. I hope this wasn't too awkward.
It was fun, brother. No.
And so forth. In April, thanks for doing what you do over there. I hope it was somewhat enjoyable and valuable for you as well.
Sorry I left you hanging out on the porch so long, man. I didn't realize the door was
It's fine. It's fine. You're listening to some death metal or whatever you're doing.
We're putting the shit together. I apologize. We're making
It's all
cookies.
It's all good.
This podcast put together.
Dude, again, this is a
we
fucking
are.
blessing.
Yeah, brother. Thanks for coming out,
Beautiful.
Tim.
Thank you so much.
All right, man. Thanks everybody for watching and listening. We're out.